That's what we've been waiting for!
That's how you do a reunion.
Yeah, please
That's how you do.
Continue to do it like this. They must have got some notes from Andy Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
They had to have, because they have never done a reunion like this, ever.
They stumbled upon the petition everybody put out.
And they were panicking. So they got it together real quick.
The CEO of Netflix said, hey, Nick, Vanessa, we found this. And I think we're going to go with it if y'all don't get your shit together.
Andy was the test run. They're like, see, this is what y'all need to be doing.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it together.
Yeah. But they got it together. Because they were asking.
They were on Chris's ass.
They were asking the right questions. They were dragging the right people. They're giving the right strays to the right people.
Yep. Every single stray was warranted.
And no Chris Paul.
Yeah, they really learned from that shit.
But instead of Chris Paul, they invited 150 of the other cast members.
And out of those 150, how many made it? Like six couples?
Yeah, out of those,
5 couples?
Yeah, out of those 150, there's like 6.5 married, successful marriages out of those 150 alumni.
That is so humiliating.
So even when you got it right there in front of you, got 200 plus people that did this shit. And we can only count 6 people?
That's terrible.
And I'm not even including Vic and Christine.
Yeah, because they're new. They just got here.
But hey, they had an empty table for Vic and Christine because now they're locked in.
Yep.
They are
to join the other people who made it.
Now they're trapped. Now the next reunion they have to attend to prove it works.
Nah, they ain't coming back. They said, fuck this.
I told you this will make them the new Lauren and Cameron because they are the golden couple. They are the gold.
Because they were so mature emotionally, mentally.
Yep.
And it was just a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of their counterparts. Like, everybody was just a hot mess. They were messy. They were conniving, sneaky, just trash.
And we gonna cover that right now. Starting with Jordan and Amber.
Wow. What a turn of events.
So yeah, like we confirmed in the last video, they only lasted 3 to 4 months. And the reasoning, it's actually kind of a tie why it didn't work out. Jordan loved his peace, loved his condo, didn't want to leave that, and only visited Amber on the weekends. Amber got a drinking problem.
Yeah, showed up to the wedding he was in, blackout drunk, acting crazy.
Cussing him out.
He got blacked out in the first 30 minutes, fell asleep at the table, and then cussed me out in the lobby.
Ooh.
She also has major anger issues and trust issues about men.
Well, no fucking shit.
They were kind of like having a tally up and keeping score of like who was in the wrong more.
Which is weird because you shouldn't be doing that in a partnership.
Yeah.
And I feel like as soon as you start doing that, it's over.
It's over, yeah. But yeah, Jordan felt like he was scared for his life because of Amber's anger issues. His mental health was eating up at him because her anger and her temper was really causing that rift. And Amber's like, well, you should stick around for Emma, which you should not be weaponizing your kid like that.
He's in a weird spot.
What's he supposed to do? What's he supposed to do?
He's only known this girl for like a week or two. And
4 months now. 4 months total.
Then, but
4
when
months
they
total.
met,
yeah,
it was only like a week or two, and then they got married, and it's a weird situation he's in. So it's like, does he say bye and possibly make things worse because she'll get attached and like, it's weird.
She got into and the mama bear came out of Amber. She snapped and walked off the stage.
Stiff as hell. That stiff ass walk.
Don't f***ing come in somebody's life if you're gonna do that. I told you.
both of them just weren't good for each other. Like Jordan, you should have never like went through with it because you already said having a woman with kids was a deal breaker.
But yet you still tried anyways, and now you got a divorce under your belt.
And Amber, your issues towards men are too deep for you to try to get married that fast.
Yeah.
You hate men way too much, and your trust issues are way too.
She showed us that at this reunion.
Yeah, oh yeah, she was a whole man hater.
She let the chopper sing.
As she was explaining, after she cooled down, she came back and explained, like, Jordan still is an overall good guy. Unlike Chris.
Ooh.
Who I still hate.
And I'm not trying to pick on you again, Chris. I do still hate you. You're the type of guy that I'm talking about, that why I have hated men.
But it's douchebags like you. No disrespect, I hate you. But you're the problem. It's not Jordan, it's douchebags like Chris. You just suck, Chris. But then we get to Mike and Emma. Mike and Emma are not together. And
shocker.
Now, what had happened was, this was some new information that actually changes the whole dynamic of what happened at the wedding.
They had a discussion the night before and agreed they weren't going to do this. They weren't going to get married.
They were both going to say no.
So when they got to the altar, Emma said yes. He was like,
whoa.
What did you do? Fucked up plan A.
Today wasn't the day to do that shit.
We made an agreement.
Fist bump.
We made a whole agreement.
Like, so he was thrown for a loop, and so that's why he said no. He stuck to the plan.
He stuck to the plan because if you're going off emotion, because of everything that's happening, around friends and family, you look beautiful in the dress, and you're going off the emotional choice, then yeah, I can't be with you, because if all you're going to do is make choices based off your emotions, we shouldn't have kids then.
Nope.
It actually supported his fear that one day you could resent our children.
Yeah.
Especially when you're going to make that big of a choice that we agreed we weren't going to do.
And you didn't want to have kids initially anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, they both just called it off.
Yep.
And Emma,
she's living
single.
And
Mike got a whole ass new girl.
And Emma's face just
dropped.
She went from I'm single.
I'm loving myself. I'm just around so much support and friends.
Yes, I'm enjoying my life right now.
And how you doing, Mike?
I have a girlfriend. And she's right there in the audience.
Look at that beautiful woman.
But I get it. I mean, y'all were close to getting married, so I get it. I understand.
You're close
that must hurt.
Yeah, you're close to getting married to a man that actually convinced you to want to have children. You dropped all your standards for somebody that ain't with you now. So yeah, I get it. I get what.
It's the evil world we live in.
Yeah. Speaking of evil, let's get to Chris. So we get to Bree and Connor, and Bree is doing her damage control on when they broke up. They were just gonna call off the wedding, but they reconciled a little bit after and decided to get.
They're still together.
They're still together. Surprisingly, a
nigga like me. Hey.
She learned the difference between banter and bullying. There was banter in the pods. When you saw this man in real life, you ain't done nothing but bully that man since the day you saw him in person. You bullied this man's whole aesthetic. You bullied the way his house, his car, everything. You bullied the shit out of him.
And then when he came up in your face and was like, "Oh, he's submissive. You need a man like me."
You didn't stop that. You didn't stop that.
What? Stop.
But she did take accountability for that. She took accountability for the fact that I didn't stand up for my man when this whole ass midget is out here just talking mad shit about this relationship that I value.
A few feet from him. That's supposed to be his friend.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be his woman. And she, child,
no.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
Oh man. So yeah, good on them for working through it.
I guess.
I personally still don't have faith in them.
I don't.
Because again, that was way too much disrespect for me to be like, nah, I can still show you the love that you deserve.
I'm not rooting for it.
I'm not either. But Yeah, but she takes accountability for entertaining Chris for way too long. And then we get to Chris evil ass looking like...
Yeah, they showed the footage of him talking to Alex in the bathroom.
Yeah,
and he was like, what is he gonna do?
Beat me up.
And
you know, Connor takes it on the chin. He really...
he's like, yeah, I don't think about this man at all. I really don't have nothing to say.
I got my girl.
Yeah.
I got my girl. Like,
I got the girl he wanted.
Yep.
Well, wanted to fuck.
yes.
Yeah, I got her. So
I ain't tripping. I'm really not tripping off this man.
yeah.
I got nothing.
Haven't thought about him since.
Got nothing to say to him. That ain't my friend. Yep. It's plain and simple.
Yeah.
And Chris over here looking like an evil Brad Pitt.
No, because he really got the World War Z.
He had the World War Z.
Hair flip.
He had the World War Z bullet train interview with a vampire. He was just really trying to look like Brad Pitt for some reason, and it just bothered the hell out of me.
Man.
And he stayed in one position too. He just shoulders squared up,
Trying to show that.
chin down, making sure you could see the jawline. Looked like he was trying to hold in a fart.
Holding tears, like
Trying to hold back his tears and the fart that he was clearly not trying to let out because his face was so red.
no, he was red as hell.
Because he embarrassed. He embarrassed. You look.
I mean, he was getting lashings after lashings. Like there was no break.
Not a single one.
Not one break.
In fact, Nick pointed out that Chris is the only, and I mean the only man in Love Is Blind history where not only the women, but all the men hate your ass. Shake didn't even do that.
Which is wild.
Shake didn't even do that.
Wild.
If you remember Shake, he couldn't
Imagine beating him
as the most hated.
As
As the most hated. They gave him the floor to, address his performance and his behavior.
I'm not proud of a lot of those moments. That's it?
And
That's it?
And
Jim was like, that's it?
he was being very short with his answers and very
And in the height.
yeah. And there was a moment where Vanessa asked him, "Were you insecure about Jess's finances being, better than yours?"
And he gonna lie and say no, but you literally ghosted for 2 days, like right when you went to her apartment or her place.
Her house.
Her house, yeah.
Her home.
Yeah.
Her sanctuary.
Just off the face of the earth.
Her house is beautiful. And yeah, he was intimidated.
But he wasn't insecure.
But yes, but then we get to Jess and
She gives her account on things, how she feels.
Thank you for showing me who you were quickly.
What really upset her was the 3 bird bitches who had the nerve to sit up in Chris's face and entertain that stupid shit.
allow him to talk shit about how the sex is bad, how she's not.
Priyanka, Bree, and Ashley. Yeah, them bird bitches. And one thing I hate is when girls be on some fake girl bullshit, but the second they get in a man's face, they turn into some male-centered pick-me-ass bitches.
But yeah, Jess is a strong girl. She gives a lot of people grace and a lot of people chances.
And they don't deserve it. She's too nice.
She's too nice, but that's what made her strong. That's what makes her strong. And yeah, it was just the fact that she felt betrayed by the homegirls, by the Gross sisters. They.
Oops.
And she didn't want to give any more energy to Chris that she already lost.
Jess has a man.
A whole new man, and he was right there in the audience.
A man.
He was in the audience, and it was somebody who was also in the pods that we didn't get
who was feeling her
a lot, deeply, but we didn't get to see that because their connection didn't bring drama.
He ended up leaving.
Yeah, his name was Harmal, I believe.
Yeah.
Indian man, ER doctor.
Also a doctor.
Yep.
And he just took the time to just speak life into her, speak love into her.
Just lightly. And I had all these feelings, and I was like, I remember I kept thinking, I can't run with just feelings because I'm gonna marry you, your family, your sister, your dogs, your house, your career, all of it. The universe gives you a second chance, you take it seriously. And I don't know why I got a second chance with you, but I did. And I'm not taking it for granted. You are everything, Jess. Every room you walk into gets brighter. Every human you talk to walks away more whole, more seen who you are. And I'm proud to have you next to me.
And then
you deserve it all.
He did that, they panned the camera to Chris' ass.
You couldn't do this for her.
He looked so stupid. Like
you let something.
Imagine losing 2 women.
And only one of them fine. Jess is finally happy, and I'm so.
I mean, she is beaming.
Yeah.
Glowing.
She deserved it. She deserved that love. Imagine you are the most hated person on television right now. You come to the reunion, and the relationship you tried to break up didn't work.
They're still thriving.
They still together. The girl you hurt got a better man.
And are thriving.
And you are sitting 4 feet away from somebody that hates your ass. You weren't even dating her. She just hates everything about you.
Ooh.
There was no safe space for that man.
Nope. He had to sit there for maybe 2-3 hours and just take it because it's edited. Mm-hmm. So we only saw an hour and a half, but they really probably were there for like a good 2-3 hours.
Yeah. Because when you think of like Amber storming out and the silence that Chris had during questions, that was the longest 3 hours of his life.
Imagine getting your ass whooped for 3 hours.
That's just Dragon Ball Z. But then we move on to Alex and Ashley. Alex is saying 10 toes down that he had nothing to hide, and
I wanted to rip my hair out.
He was saying 10 toes down that he had nothing to hide, and he presented himself how he truly believed was his authentic confidence.
Where are the lies? Show me the lies. Point to them. God.
He was being disingenuous and wanted you to feel stupid about calling him out for being disingenuous. That's what he was doing.
Ooh wee.
And Ashley's like, I don't feel like you were actually there to find somebody. I don't feel like you're actually there to find a wife. What were you actually there for?
This man said I was looking for a wife. I just didn't see any.
What were you here for?
To find a wife. I just didn't see any.
Bitch.
We literally saw you get down on one knee.
Sir, we saw you at the altar.
We saw you engaged to this woman.
Your family came out.
You proposed to this lady. I didn't find a wife. At the time, you definitely found a wife. So you can't be,
that was not the gotcha you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Nah.
Always using these soccer analogies and about how you.
Like, we get it. You were a soccer player. You're washed now.
We get it.
We fucking get it. Even showed up to the reunion dressed like a coach.
My man was dressed like a substitute PE teacher. You ain't even the full-time one. You the nigga that they call
when the actual one called out.
When the better one is sick. You wish you were a pro baller.
And
we get it.
We even saw footage of him trying to.
Because he used to be a goalie. That was his position.
And they show footage of him like trying to defend against Devontae.
Who is his roommate, by the way.
Oh my God.
That reveal was crazy because, as you know, Alex is a nomadic person. He goes from place to place.
So he's in Arizona now.
He's in Arizona now, and he has a roommate, and they revealed that it was Devontae, and they revealed it by showing us footage of them playing soccer, and Devontae used to play football, American football. So they were trying to see how much he can score on Alex, who's supposed to be a really good goalie, right?
That man was getting his ass handed to him.
He was he could only block 50% of the shots.
I was like, oh, now I see why you were a low seed.
Hey, listen, we get it. You wish you were a soccer player. You wish you were pro. You wish you were in David Beckham's shoes. You wish you had.
Yeah, he got the nerve to talk shit about David Beckham. At least he's good.
Like, we get it. You wish you had the life Messi and Ronaldo and Beckham got. You wish you had a movie called Bend It Like Alex featuring Keira Knightley. We get it. He believes he stayed professional the entire time. He believes he took the rejection at the wedding on the chin. I'm like, saying you took it in a professional way tells us that you didn't take it all that seriously, because you're speaking of it as if it was a job interview.
Yeah.
This was about love.
I thought I reacted, with a level of professionalism in that moment that I was pretty happy with.
And when Vanessa, this was the funniest part, when Vanessa was telling Alex, listen, I think you need to do a better job of like putting your walls down because you lack a lot of emotion. His response was,
Okay, I appreciate that.
That was the point.
Yeah, this man needs therapy.
That was the point.
This man needs therapy.
So,
Wow.
So Brittany, saw the footage of what Devontae was saying, and she was taken aback because apparently Devontae knew that she bought a dress beforehand.
Yeah,
But
she mentioned it in the pods.
She mentioned it in the pods.
And she was like, if that gave you the ick, why didn't you leave me alone way back then?
Because I thought you were white when we were talking in the pods. I was gonna look over that completely.
No.
I think one of the most heartbreaking things about that breakdown with Brittany and Devontae was her dad was in the audience.
Now that is a man. That is a man.
Chris, I hope you're taking notes because that's the alpha male.
Yeah.
What?
A real one.
Yes.
The fact that he gave Devontae grace and actually cared about him despite doing what he did to his daughter.
He looked at that boy man to man and said, hey, look me in the eye right now. Did you lie to me? About what? See, and that's that bullshit.
Don't act stupid. You know exactly what.
When I said, are you ready to be the man that you need to be for my daughter? Did you lie to me? And obviously,
at the time,
I thought
bullshit.
He's still not being honest. He's still not being, even when it's time to just.
And despite that, her dad still was looking out for him. He didn't like how he was just getting dogpiled and all that, and he genuinely cared about him and wanted to make sure that he was doing good. Yeah, and mentally too.
Just wanted him to do better. Because if you keep this bullshit that you did with my daughter, you are just gonna be a horrible, horrible person. I don't want that for you. And that was a good pep talk and a good lecture until it was revealed that this man is already engaged and got a baby on the way.
Yep, by a white woman in Ohio.
So all the grace that you just gave this man was kind of for nothing because he's already moved on. And the woman that he's having this baby with that is in Ohio while he's in Arizona being roommates with Alex, which makes no fucking sense.
I'm telling you, it had to have been a hookup.
And yes, it was just a hookup because they were only together within the span of like 2 months before that girl got pregnant.
Ooh.
So that engagement is literally only happening because he got her pregnant.
This nigga doing a shotgun wedding in 2026. Wow. A shotgun wedding and another logic. I truly hate to see it.
So you go on a show that's gonna force you to get married super fast. You see who you're about to get married to. Turns out they're not your preference, and now you want to back out. But you're okay with getting married to somebody you've only known for 2 months. In the real world.
And y'all ain't even living in the same state.
So the pacing isn't the issue. It was literally just
Brittany.
It was literally just Brittany. It was literally just because she ain't white. You're skipping over a lot of steps with this random chick in the real world that you skipped over in the show. But you were uncomfortable with skipping those steps in the show simply because Brittany wasn't your preference.
Oh, he knew her before he met Brittany. Oh,
Okay, so after it didn't work out with Brittany, you spun the block. You spun the block on this chick. Oh. He's let her on for like a month.
An entire month.
Brittany's thinking, oh, we're still gonna like talk this over and work it out. Are we still even together? And he's like, yeah, just give me time. But while he's telling her that, this nigga said, we had already broken up indirectly.
Like,
How would she know that, Devontae?
If you're the one who's indirectly breaking up with her, only you know that.
Only you know that.
You idiot.
Only you know that. And so while you were indirectly breaking up with her, you were going on a girls' trip with the Gross sisters. Yeah, we're here. Mm-hmm. We're back. We're back. The three Stooges, Bree, Pre, and Ashley. They went on a girls' trip to a Rufus concert. Bree, not being aware of anything still, tells Devontae about it. And they kind of just invite him. They just invite him to it. Like, it's a girls' trip. Why is Devontae coming with your ass? And then they ask him, hey, what's going on with you and Brittany though? He's like, oh yeah, we broke up, but I don't really want to talk about it. So instead of checking on Brittany to confirm that,
and seeing how she's doing,
you just take his word for it and go listen to Rufus, whoever the fuck that is. Because here's the story Devontae told Brittany. He was going on a work trip in a whole other state. Mm-hmm. He was going on a work trip in Michigan. The Rufus concert is in Austin, Texas. Why are all you pieces of shit going to Austin for coochie? What's in Austin? What is in Austin?
And when he got there, his Airbnb just magically didn't clear.
Yeah, so he had to.
And Priyanka, she felt conflicted, or she was like, oh, well, I can't just let him like be on the streets. And this is a grown ass fucking man. I'm pretty sure there's a Holiday Inn, Hyatt, Hilton, literally all the hotels in fucking Austin, Texas.
But just like with Jess, Ash, Pre, and Bree,
same bird bitch shit.
They didn't look out for their girl. They must be in agreement. We ain't looking out for any of these hoes.
Nope.
We ain't looking out. In fact,
they wanted to make it seem like they were for the girls, when really, no.
They for the men.
Yeah.
Because y'all got caught twice. Sticking up for the men.
Being in men's faces.
Sticking up for the shittiest men.
And completely ignoring your girls.
You are sticking up for the shittiest men. You entertaining the shittiest men. In fact.
We forgot about that.
In fact. We
don't play a little game of telephone.
Yeah. So remember how we mentioned Devontae told Brittany he was going on a work trip
to Michigan.
But then she later found out he was on the girls' trip. Who told him? Who told Brittany about the girls' trip? Amber.
Who's next?
Somebody had to tell Amber in order for her to tell Brittany. So who told Amber? Jordan.
Who's next?
And then Jordan decided to play.
He's like, I forgot.
Yeah. he killed the game of telephone.
But yo, that would have been fucking insane. I wish.
Just an endless line of people just ask. Just fun, because everybody found out about where Devontae actually was before Brittany.
Mm-hmm. And that shit ain't cool.
And Amber was the only one with the integrity.
Who actually was a girl's girl.
To tell Brittany, hey, your man ain't where he says he is. Stop trusting these men! She's a man hater, hate the boys, hate the population. If you the opposite sex, no, cause she's a man hater, hate the gender, hate the whole shit. If you got a penis, fuck you. She's a man hater. Most wholesome thing was Vic and Christine and Jess finding love. Mm-hmm. Those were the most wholesome moments in this
entire cast.
In the whole thing. When we look at the statistics, there's 10 seasons. And out of those 10 seasons, maybe 2 marriages make it in one season. There's only...
Maybe, and that's a strong maybe.
And there's only 8 successful marriages standing to this day. Mm-hmm. out of the 10 seasons, out of the 200 plus people that sign up, and they still got the nerds to end every reunion with, is love blind?
Like, shut the fuck up.
No, man, it's not. It was the right amount of messy that we liked. It was the right. They asked the right amount of questions that we had. This is the reunion we needed for every reunion they did the last 10 seasons. But yes, it was a long, treacherous watch this season. I'm glad we made it to the end. I'm glad it ended on a high note with the best couple and with Jess, getting the happiness and love she deserves. I'm glad Chris got his comeuppance.
Got dragged through the mud, honey.
And hey, honestly, I don't think Amber dragged his ass enough because
she really didn't.
Because she was a man hater,
especially a Chris hater. Another season, we made it, y'all.
We made it and we won.
We won. Unfortunately, we got another Netflix show that we won't be watching because these niggas weird.
Yeah, we will show.
I saw a small little cliff note.
Yes.
About a 60-year-old man matching with a 27-year-old, and that was enough for me. I'm out.
they just dropped a new show called Age of Attraction. We are not going to tune in for it because that shit nasty. Nah. We did
watched the trailer.
We react to the trailer, so you will see that, and you will hear our points and feelings on that aspect. Yeah. But as far as that goes,
hell no.
I ain't supporting that.
I'll stick to blue therapy. I'll watch age-appropriate couples fight.
Y'all have a good weekend. Have a good St. Patty's Day, because that's coming up.
Pisces season is still going on, y'all turn up with your girl. Y'all see me in blue. I'm about to go to a Pisces.